everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I decided to do a pick a card reading to look at what energies are coming in for you during this new moon solar eclipse on April 20th. This eclipse is happening at 29 degrees of Aries, which is quite intense. Aries is a fiery, passionate energy. It's ruled by Mars. It's action-oriented. It's driven. It's about willpower. Aries is also a sign that is about self and identity. And happening at 29 degrees, these energies are going to be heightened. 29 degrees is the last degree of the sign, so we really have a culmination of the energy. Whenever we have an eclipse, and particularly a solar eclipse here, where the moon moves in front of the sun, what comes into view for us is the subconscious, is what's been hidden in the shadows. And so we are suddenly made aware of things that we didn't really think about before, or events that were going on that we didn't see in a certain way. Now all of a sudden we see them differently. These energies can also create the possibility for unexpected events, unexpected, beautiful, passionate events, sudden awareness and awakening, but also potentially conflict and impulsivity, a little bit of overreacting in some cases for some people. Now, this eclipse is very rare. I think I read it, it only happens a couple times in a century. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the reason why this eclipse is so rare is because it's a hybrid eclipse, meaning that it's both a partial eclipse and a total eclipse, depending on your perspective, which I find to be another symbolic message here about the shifts and energies that you experience during this eclipse and this whole eclipse season will really depend on your perspective, on how you want to work with the energy. So even if there is the potential for heightened conflict, it doesn't mean you have to experience it that way. Not at all. You could experience a sudden revitalization of passion for your projects or for people in your life. Or you could have a sudden shift in your own consciousness about who you are and who you want to become. So no matter what you hear about this solar eclipse, know that there is always the possibility to experience the energies in their higher polarity. But if you so choose, you can also experience it in the negative polarity. So let's get into it. I'm going to pull out 3 cards, and then you can choose which group you want to listen to for your message. You can choose more than one group. There might be messages in all 3, in 2. Just go with your intuition. Okay, so I'll put the cards face down, and then I'll give you a second to just meditate on the energies. You can pause the video if you need longer. You can go by the stones I have here, which is Amethyst, Lapis Lazuli, I think is how you say it, and Smokey Quartz. So for group 1, Spirit, let's get a card for group 1. For group 2, I decided to film this reading from this perspective because I think the images on the cards are going to be quite significant. And so if you see something in the cards, there's a message coming through to you or an interpretation that you have that I don't say, take it. Take it as a message for you, okay? So if a card comes out and you're reading it in a different way, take it that way. It's all about you here. Remember, and your perspective. Okay, so you can go ahead and choose your group. Hi, group 1. Let's start with the card that you chose, and then I'll pull out some other cards after. But this card represents your current energy, the self, as you are experiencing it now or moving into the solar eclipse. We have the Devil, and it says here, the Master of Lies. Now, before you click off, this doesn't necessarily mean anything terrible. What I'm getting from this card is that there's something in your life that you know you need to let go of, but you're having a difficult time doing it. Perhaps with the Master of Lies, somebody either lied to you or you've been kind of telling yourself a story about someone or something and that you need it or you need them and you don't. Okay, and I think that you know that deep down. This could be about work, it could be about love, it could be an aspect of yourself, it could be a friend. But especially because you chose the Amethyst, which represents the third eye, intuition. You know intuitively that whatever it is that you're hanging on to, because you either feel like it's safe and secure or that you need this thing, is actually just holding you back from the you that you were meant to become. So let's find out what's going on here and what Spirit wants to talk to you about in regards to this energy. We're also going to look at an unexpected event that might be coming in for you. Now, of course, if this message doesn't resonate with you, you could check out the other piles. Let's get a card here to represent the sun, which is your conscious desires or a conscious fear. We'll see what it is. And then we'll get this card as the moon energy, which represents your subconscious desires or fears. Then I want to look at what is coming into your awareness at this time. With the solar eclipse, what is coming into group 1's awareness? I heard group 2 there, so some of you might want to, if you feel already guided to group 2, you didn't know which one to choose, you might want to watch that one as well. Why is this thing that is coming into your awareness? Why is it coming into your awareness at this time? How is Spirit supporting you? And what can you manifest with this energy? And then we'll grab some cards from the top of these decks to look at, no, we'll just get two. Okay, to look at the unexpected event. I'll put that over here and we'll come back to it at the end. Okay, so let's see. The sun, your conscious desires or fears. The doe and the devil. Didn't I have a reading called that? The doe and the devil? I think it was the doe and the deceiver. You might want to search for that if you feel guided. I don't remember. I don't remember whose sign it was for, but it doesn't really matter if you feel guided to something. We have all signs in our chart, okay? And sometimes that aspect of our chart wants to speak to us, okay? Let's see. Well, before I start, let me see what the moon is. The subconscious desire or fear. Fire. Look, some fire is ignited within you, which makes sense for this solar eclipse energy. You have a passion, a desire. Something's burning inside you. I have to do this. I gotta do this. I want to become this. It's a life force I'm feeling that right now isn't being fully expressed. Perhaps there's some fear here with the doe. Whenever I see this card, I always think of fight, flight, or freeze. And of course, the doe for me is the freeze. It's about, having a response to something in which you feel you need to protect yourself. And the way that this energy here in this card is protecting themselves is to just kind of freeze and not move forward, to be stuck or to remain still or to hold on to the current energy. Perhaps you don't even realize. It's interesting here. There's two messages coming in. For some of you, you don't realize that you have horns on your head, okay? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that you have protection on your crown chakra. okay, that you're able to protect yourself. And you're seeing yourself more as a doe here than this goat with the horns. For others of you, you fear that you're too confrontational or too brash. Or that there's something severe about your character in some way, that you're not soft and you really are. So it could go either way. Whatever the case is for you, Spirit and you and your subconscious are really asking you to pursue something here with the fire energy. Let's see here what is coming into your awareness. The Six of Swords. That it's time to clear your mind of something. It's time to let go. That holding on to whatever it is that makes you feel safe and secure. And for some of you, I'm hearing or needed. Perhaps this is holding on to a job that you know if you just let go of it, you'd feel so much better. You'd feel revitalized. You'd have so much more energy. You wouldn't be at a standstill here. For some of you, there's like, you're not sure where someone, you're not sure whether someone is a friend or a foe. But it's like your subconscious is telling you not to worry. It's important that you figure that out, I feel, but your subconscious is saying, don't worry, you're safe, you're protected. You're in control. Some of you are really scared of, and maybe you don't even really realize it. Or maybe it's just, it's a trepidatious energy of your own power. You are a super powerful person. I feel like you can manifest huge things in this lifetime. For some of you, people have made you feel guilty about the manifestations that you've been able to bring in, whether that's love, career, personal success, personal fulfillment, anything really. It's like somebody feels that you don't deserve something. And I just want to tell you that that's a projection of themselves onto you. That's how they feel about themselves. It really has nothing to do with you. What I was going to say here is whatever you're holding on to, you're coming to see that it's a double-edged sword. You know, something cuts both ways here. As you try to maybe work through something, I was going to say fight with someone, but battle something out with someone, or even with yourself, you're also hurting yourself at the same time. There's some situation here where it's like no matter which way you look at it, you're going to have to take a hit in some sense. Maybe you're not getting paid enough at your job, or it's not fulfilling you here, or if it's a love situation, it's like even if you were to work things out, there's still so much that hurts and isn't being sorted through. You don't know where you stand in relationship to this situation. But you know now, it's coming into your awareness during the solar eclipse, that it's time to release the thoughts and the pain that has been caused by holding on. And for some of you, it's not exactly holding on. It's more of I'm hearing a not letting go. And you could think that's the same thing, but it's interesting. Not letting go versus holding on. What is the difference to you? I don't know. For some reason, it's important for someone to think about that difference. Not letting go seems like a more conscious action, like there's some kind of fire energy involved. Holding on, for me in this reading anyways, feels like I'm hearing a curse. It feels like you've been immobilized in some way against your will. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. I'm not saying you have. Okay, I'm just saying that's how the difference is feeling to me in this reading. Let's see here. Why is this coming into your awareness? 8 of Pentacles. Well, look at you. You've done a lot of work here. Or you have a new work opportunity, or whatever it is that you're working on in your life, emotionally, financially, creatively, artistically, or in a romantic situation, whatever you've been working on is giving you new insight into what is no longer serving you. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're not making enough money where you are. It's not an equal energy exchange. You're putting out too much, and you're not getting the equivalent back. And you're realizing that you need to take action here. You can't just stand here in this energy or in this situation and accept this imbalance. For some of you, you're in some kind of connection here, and it's stunting. I'm hearing it's stunting your career growth. Okay, let's see. How is Spirit supporting you? Page of Swords. Spirit is encouraging you to go within, to investigate further. Let's get a little bit more here. Tell me more, Spirit, about the Page of Swords. 2 of Swords. Yeah, Spirit wants you to make a careful decision here. I shouldn't say careful, considerate. Considerate decision, the Empress. About your worth and your value. And yeah, there's something about self-respect. Are you getting the respect you deserve in the situation you find yourself in? What do you need to make sure that things are balanced? I keep getting that. There's like an unequal energy exchange that you're just kind of still in. And you need to make a considerate decision by getting more information here. I feel about, I don't know what this is about, but it's like, hold on. The Sun, yeah, it's you need to get more information. Something needs to be illuminated to you. This could be how someone else feels, or what your coworkers, I'm hearing, but what your employer has in the future for you, or investigate further into a contract of some sort. Find out how other businesses are running their show. Like figure out. Gather some information in order for you to make a decision here is really what Spirit is saying. The information you need to help you let go is right there. Tell me a little bit more about the fire. 5 of Cups. Queen of Swords. Tell me about the dough. 7 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, the dough is totally an energy of like freezing up because you don't know really what to do. Something's out of balance. 7 of Cups, there's too many choices, or something's unclear about the future, or about some kind of emotional state that you have or someone else has. In the subconscious energy, which is coming into view right now, it's like realizing that you're transmuting some kind of pain, suffering here with the 5 of Cups into your personal truth. But what I mean by that is not that you are becoming pain and suffering, but it's like you're using that energy to live up to your own expectations of who you really are. You're not going to suffer anymore. Some of you might be actually doing something here quite literally when it comes to going through some, or maybe other people around you are going through a hardship, or other people are grieving, they're sad in some sense, or yeah, you're acting as some kind of support here. And you're learning via your own experiences in order to help others. Okay, it doesn't have to be for everyone. Let me find out a little bit more about the devil. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, see, something's just not enough. Holding on to something that is not enough. There's an illusion here with the 7 of Cups that you've been under, not because you're dumb or anything, but because it makes you feel safe. And we've all been there at one point. But there's some kind of illusion you're under that, you know, something is just as good as it should be. This is just the way life should be for me. You know, I'll settle for that. I'll settle for just having this position. I'll settle for this person. I'll settle for this place. You know, it's good enough. I should be happy, count my blessings, and not get lost in some fantasy of abundance and manifestation and personal truths. But Spirit's like, no. Anything is possible here under the sun. But first, we have to deal with this moon energy. 4 of Cups. This is you realizing that you are suffering. I'm hearing in silence for some of you. You are suffering or sad, or there is some regret here that you're not pursuing what you really want to pursue. You're not doing what your soul is calling you to do. You can feel the call. You know there's something there for you to do. And this eclipse is going to bring that right up to the surface for you. So let's see, what can you manifest with these energies? Hierophant. Oh, that's beautiful. This is stability, security for yourself. I don't ever really say this with the Hierophant, but I'm hearing abundance. It is a Taurus card here. But see, there's like a portal that you're going through. Yeah, Empress. 2 Taurus cards right here. And I feel like this, I mean, you could be a Taurus or have Taurus heavily in your chart, but I feel like more this is talking about the North Node. Activating your North Node and being in alignment with the current North Node, walking through the portal here of abundance. And abundance can mean many, many different things. But here, your abundance is your personal truth, following your personal truth and not settling for things that are imbalanced. Some of you might be gaining a lot of wisdom here, learning a lot of new things. And Spirit was recommending that with the Page of Swords, investigating into things, figuring out not only your value and your worth, but your place in the world. Some of you are teachers here, and you're teaching yourself a pretty valuable lesson. 10 of Swords, about how to let go. How to let go. Okay, let's see what the unexpected event is here during this solar eclipse. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we're not done. Hold on. Let's get some charms. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot. We got the letter R, the letter O, another O, I, R, what is that? Record of employment I'm hearing, but that's ROE, but ROI, interesting. Birthday we have. Cancer, a skull and crossbones, a starfish, a message, but it was interesting. Did you see that? Upside down, it looks like an hourglass. Interesting. See, I feel like this is a good time here to send the universe a message about what it is that you truly want for yourself. With birthday as well, it's like a rebirth here for you. There's 2 things that maybe need to come to an end here for some of you. a rose, Gemini, the letter J, charm that says Field Notes 753, which goes with the Page of Swords. It's to gather more information here. Pay attention if you see the number 753, a coffin here that's bringing something to an end, an angel, you're guided, you're protected here, Scorpio, transformation, and a cross here as well. Did I say the starfish, which is about trusting your intuition? Okay, let's see what the unexpected event is for you. Ooh, nature, the seed of life. This is the pine cone, which represents the pineal gland, your third eye, an awakening, understanding your destiny, heeding your call. Let's see. Terror. Actually, I'm gonna grab another deck. Hold on a second. Maybe I'll use this one too. Okay. There's something about improvising as well. You might not have all the answers that you need at this time, but the best you can do is follow that fire within that is telling you to move closer to your destiny. There is a lot of fear here, okay? And that will come up in this solar eclipse. And, you know, nobody likes to feel fear. But when it comes to something like this, our own self-transformation, that fear can be very helpful, very useful. It has its purpose. It reveals to us the parts of ourselves that still need some love and some healing. And sometimes when we face our fears dead on, I'm really scared to let go of this, then we understand that there really isn't anything to be scared of. You know, if you're really scared, or let's put it this way, if you're having a hard time letting go of a career path or a person that maybe you were in love with, or a sibling you had a close connection with and something has happened and you need to let go of them, whatever your situation is. Sometimes when we ask ourselves, what am I really scared of? What I'm holding on, I can't let go, however you want to say it, you choose. What am I really scared of? What will happen if I do that? Find out the answer. You know the answer here. And your answer as to why something is in your life that does not serve your highest good, that is holding you back from your highest good, that answer will be your seed of life. It will be the nugget of wisdom, the Hierophant, the understanding that you need, so that you can have the courage to take the next step and know everything is going to be all right. So how is this, we don't need the guidebook. How is this terror manifesting at the solar eclipse? Support. You may feel like you're all alone here in a situation. I'm hearing you're not. You know, Spirit is always with you. Your higher self is always with you. There's animals all around you. Just go outside. You're not alone. Some of you should talk to an animal here, I feel. I actually just had an encounter with a deer when I was going for a walk the other night. Deer was really sweet. Didn't run away from me. Okay? You're not alone. You are seen. Okay? You are supported, but you might feel like you're not here. Tell me something else about this unexpected event. Ocean tides, individuality, strength, and formlessness. The reason why you feel like nobody understands what you're going through, or you are actually alone in the situation, is because you're meant to do it on your own. You know, you're not alone. Spirit is with you, but there is something that requires you to harness your inner strength, so that when you make this decision and you release whatever it is you need to release, you will be able to look back and say, I did that. I did that on my own. I know how strong I am. And now I'm not scared. I know that I can do what's best for me. And I don't need anybody to tell me that I am free to do what I need to do for me. This one also came up. Memory and mind. Yeah. Guidance, analysis, and application. There's something you're being asked to do here where, yes, these are Odin's ravens, if you know the story of Odin. And Odin is on the Hangman card, which isn't out here yet, but there is this energy of being stagnant or holding on, right? And sacrificing a part of yourself. And these ravens, memory and mind, are supporting you, telling you that you don't need to sacrifice anything anymore. I feel like, hold on, there's something else that was going to come through there. Something about you are relying on an outside factor to give you something that you felt you needed. I don't know how to explain this properly. Hold on a second. Maybe it was tarot or something like that. Or maybe this is a confidant you had, or a mentor or something, or a guidance counselor, I'm hearing, or a therapist or something. It's like, I need this person, I need this resource, I need this tool to show me the way, but I will sacrifice myself and just kind of stay in this position until I feel I don't need them anymore. I'm not sure what that's all about. You'll know if it resonates for you. But what Spirit is saying here is that it's you who brings you out of this place of sacrifice and stagnancy and holding on. It's you who does it. Even if you are in analysis with someone, it's still you who's doing all the work, applying all the guidance. It's within you. You're the strength. You're the Hierophant. So whatever happens in the solar eclipse, which just looks like a big realization to me about what you need to let go of and where you're moving to next, is somewhere pretty phenomenal. There's a realization of that. You're going to also realize that you need to do something on your own here because it will serve you in the future. The next challenge will be a lot easier, because you'll know you do have the strength to make difficult changes and transformations in your life. All right. Group 1, I'm going to leave that there. It was really a beautiful reading. No, I'm hearing no. Okay. What do you want to say? Okay, we'll use the Moonology. Last card then. Last card, Spirit. Okay, and then they also want this deck. Hold on. Abundance. A new romantic cycle begins. I feel like, and we have self-love here. That's beautiful. I feel like if this was a message for work, you have your abundance right here. And if it was about love for you, now you have this thing coming into this thing, your energy, this situation coming into balance here because of self-love. And look, slow and steady. Yes, you have been doing things slow and steady, death, but you are bringing an ending to this situation. You are transforming. Self-love. That's beautiful. And if you're in a partnership right now and you want to stay in it, then you could have a new cycle with your current person. But whatever it is, here, work, love, other parts of life, you're definitely gaining a lot here because you're making a decision based on self-love. Now, self-love is not about putting yourself above others from an egoic perspective, it's about what's doing right for your soul and your spirit. All right, group 1. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Group 2. Let's begin with this card, which represents your current energy, the self, and then we'll get into the other cards. So let's see what you chose. Temperance, beautiful energy, the pond of balance. So at this time where we have Aries energy at its height and the moon energy as well, which is kind of a watery energy, and Aries is fire, we have a balancing here happening. All right, group 2. Let's get into it and find out what card represents your current energy or the energy you're moving into during this solar eclipse. Temperance. Beautiful energy. It says the pond of balance. We have the yin and the yang here, some koi fish, a flower, a lotus flower opening. So temperance is about, for me, 2 things primarily. I mean, it's a card about a lot of things, but for me as a reader, it's about alchemy, because temperance is about balancing the energies of fire and water. And it's also my spirit guide card. So when temperance shows up, it's my angel card. It tells me that you're protected and guided, or that you yourself might resonate with the concept of an earth angel. Okay, this is beautiful energy to be in. And I feel like this balancing, this alchemy between fire and water is perfect for this solar eclipse. Aries is that fire water and the moon is water. Did I say Aries is that fire water? Interesting. Aries is that fire energy and the moon is water. Fire water. Maybe there's something here for you about the Queen of Wands, since she is fire water. Okay, let's get into it and see what's coming up for the solar eclipse. Whatever comes up for you, we're going to look at an unexpected event as well as like what's coming to your awareness at this time. Whatever it is for you, you got it. I feel like there might have been something that was a little bit of a roadblock for you at one point, and rather than going against the energy and trying to push that thing or make something happen, you've decided to go with the flow. You're moving into a path of least resistance in a very beautiful way. You're recognizing that what is in the energy of resistance will persist in that energy of resistance. Yes, so you're not fighting a losing battle, I'm getting, anymore. For some of you, maybe you feel like you never were, but I feel like there are a lot here who do. Okay, let's see. The sun. The sun. So this placement represents your conscious desires or your conscious fears. I'll put them all face down and we'll go through them together. 2 want to come out for you. No, we're just doing 2. Okay, and the moon energy, subconscious desires or fears that you might have. We have flying. Now, it flipped over, so that's telling me here that this isn't so subconscious to you, or you're now becoming aware of it like in this moment or just recently, that you want to fly somewhere, metaphorically, or maybe literally. There's some place that you're leaving behind here, or that you know you should. But I feel like you're also, this came through in another reading. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm hearing this song from this band, Anathema. Oh, this is cool, because last time the song came up, I didn't have my iPad, which I said I really wanted to look at the lyrics, and now I do. So this must be... So I'm getting this lyric from a song by a band called Anathema, and the lyric is, "Feels like I'm flying above you. Something about like, seems like I'm trying to break through. Now that I have this thing at my fingertips, I am going to look it up because I do feel like it's part of your message. Okay. Started a search to no avail, a light that shines behind the veil, trying to find it, and all around us everywhere is all that we could ever share. If only we could see it. Believe there's truth that's beyond me, life ever changing, weaving destiny, and it feels like I'm flying above you. Dream that I'm dying to find the truth. Seems like you're trying to bring me down, back down to earth, back down to earth. Ooh, this is like that earth angel thing. Okay, hold on. Layers of dust and yesterdays, shadow fading in the haze of what I couldn't say. And though I said my hands were tied, times have changed, and now I find I'm free for the first time. Oh, this is emotional. Feel so close to everything now. Strange how life makes sense in time now. You should listen to that song, I feel, if you like those lyrics. Wow. It was released in 2003. That might mean something to you. Wow. So maybe something was a little bit of an anathema to you. You didn't really know what was going on here. But you're definitely free from something. And it's because you didn't try to make something happen. Maybe you did feel like someone was trying to bring you down. Or maybe this is even a part of yourself you felt like was trying to bring you down. And you're realizing you can break through that energy. It's interesting how I heard that. It's not in the lyrics, breakthrough. Okay, let's see what this card is. That's pretty cool. Storm. Wow, you're flying above the storm. Oh, this is cool. Flying above the storm. Yeah, this is cool. Sorry, guys. You're witnessing something from a different perspective. You're at peace with something here, I feel, or you're going to be during this new moon solar eclipse. Everything's going to make sense. Time has passed. The lyrics, strange how life makes sense in time now. Feel so close to everything now. It's like something is far away, but also your understanding of it is so intimate. It's so close. Man. All right, let's see what's in your conscious energy. The sun. Dystopia and the mask. Whoa. Group 2. You deserve this peace of mind. You deserve this support, this alchemy of self, this guidance, this protection, this balance, this flow state. You were dealing with a situation here that was dystopic. Could be in any context part of your life where somebody, or could even be yourself, take it if that resonates more with you, was not able to be themselves or was not themselves. I feel like for a lot of you, you weren't able to be yourself because you had to protect yourself, or you found yourself in a situation where you were, I'm hearing, continually misunderstood. Some of you were in a situation that brought out a side of you that you didn't like, that you, yes. But that was for your healing. It made you aware of some of your shadows. And now, rather than being caught in the middle of a dystopic environment and situation, you're flying above that storm. Wow. Okay. the feeling is pretty overwhelming, and I'm feeling it in my throat chakra. You know, like when you're emotional and your throat kind of starts to like get that feeling, and you chose this color blue, which represents the throat chakra. It's like the truth is so close to you now. Like you understand the truth. And it's a little overwhelming, but in a beautiful way. Because you realize you don't need to go through something anymore. Yeah, the line, believe there's truth that's beyond me. Life ever changing, weaving destiny. Life has changed. Destiny has been woven. What's this card here? Fire. There's our fire. The storm and fire. This is Aries energy. This is you ignited. You feeling, I'm hearing liftoff. I'm getting like this image of like jet engine pack on this bird. Yeah, it's like you're turbocharged, you're supercharged. Something is awakening within you. Okay, 2 more. Let's put up the spread again. So let's see what's coming into your awareness. I mean, I feel like we already know a little bit. Okay, why? How is Spirit supporting you? What can you manifest with this energy? And let's take out some cards for an unexpected event. Okay. What is coming into your awareness? We have the 4 of Wands. Why is this coming into your Queen of Swords? There's that truth. This is like, I wonder if this 4 of Wands is the dystopia. I mean, it sure looks alike. Oh, yeah. This could be a connection here that you had with someone. I mean, it is the kind of soulmate card with the 1111. Or it could be a place you were living in. It also represents home or some kind of stability that you had in a career or a sense of self. There was some energy here that was a cause for celebration at some point in your life. But it's like this was the mask, right? It was shining. It was gold. It looked beautiful. But underneath the mask, something was rotten. Something was decayed, dying, no longer able to give you what you need here. This could have been a career path you were going down. You thought it was going to be everything, and it turned out really not to be. You saw the politics of a situation maybe, or you saw the limitations of a career. Love, you could have realized something wasn't as it seemed here, or wasn't going to provide you with what you needed. Why is this coming into your awareness? Because of the Queen of Swords, because of your throat chakra, because you're able to see the truth, because you're able to speak the truth. Interesting. It wasn't, but I heard like a doorbell. It wasn't my doorbell, but I heard like a kind of doorbell chime. It didn't sound like a conventional one though. I don't know what that is. I'm hearing like a buzzer in a building. I don't know. Sorry, the shaky cam. Interesting. Something's going on there. Maybe you're going to get a visitor. Water. I just asked, what's that about? We have water and fire now with the Alchemist, the Temperance card. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. Because the water should belong in the subconscious energy with the storm. The fire belongs with the conscious energy. Dystopia. Look, it's like your conscious awareness of a situation, kind of set ablaze to something that you thought was secure. And it's like how do I say this? You revealed this dystopia to yourself. You became conscious of a situation. I feel like what Spirit's trying to say here is that you discovered the truth. You became conscious. It wasn't like somebody pulled back the veil and said, hey, look what you're not seeing. You activated something in your throat chakra here that allowed you to see beyond the veil. Yeah, it's like that veil didn't even need to be pulled back necessarily. You could still see past the mask. For some of you, somebody did something and it showed you true colors. There's no doubt about it. But there's still something Spirit wants you to remember about how you became consciously aware of a situation. Remember that rise to consciousness I'm getting. Remember those puzzle pieces you put together. Remember how you suddenly realized what could and couldn't be. That's your truth and your clarity that you then took and alchemized with your desires to transform, your desire to be above a situation, to no longer be affected by a situation. The pond of balance. This is so cool. Okay, I hope this is resonating for you, or whoever it needs to get to, you're hearing it. I mean, I gotta trust that, right? Okay, let's see. How is Spirit supporting you? 8 of Swords. Oh, I need clarity on this. I like when Spirit does things in a not so obvious way. Let's see. 8 of Swords. How is this a support from Spirit? Now, the 8 of Swords is about, kind of going around and around in your mind about something, trying to figure out the truth. Here, what I'm seeing in this card, well, there's a structure, right? It's very like, oh, interesting. I'm hearing arborescent, which comes from the word tree, right? It's which came out in the Taurus reading. Taurus came, yeah, interesting. Taurus came up in the first group too. Something about the nodes right now. This is, well, obviously it's a solar eclipse, but it's going to be, anyways. There's something here about you were looking at a situation from one way and you needed to look more horizontally, more rhizomatically. See all these like, okay, hold on a second. I don't want to lose you. You were only seeing something one way. And what, and what, and why? Why was this a support? King of Pentacles. For some of you, I'm getting that like this 8 of Swords energy was actually what got you to break out of something. Because I'm hearing like, screw this shit. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I don't need this in my life. It's like the more intense a situation got, like it grew and it grew and it grew in this one trajectory, like you just realized you didn't need to be a part of it. So it's like Spirit maybe intensified a situation or showed you the outcome of something or showed you how something was so linear. Maybe there was a hierarchy here of some sort. There was some power at the top or someone to impress. And I don't know what that is, but it looks like this whole thing is resting on something that's not stable here. And it's like that pressure that was built in your mind about this situation, it got you to this point where you realized you didn't have to go through this. In other words, something was so hard that it was so obvious it wasn't for you. Sometimes it's like ripping a Band-Aid off, right? It's like, yeah, it hurts, but it's over with. Rather than just slowly peeling it back over time. It's like it hurts not that much. It's not that bad, but it's prolonged. You'd rather just rip it off once. Something like that. Like you could have been in a situation where it was like good, bad, good, bad, good, bad for like a long time. But instead, and you know, that would have been bad for you, right? It would have stopped you from moving forward, flying above the situation. It would have kept you in a dystopic state. So instead, you were in a situation that was amazing and then atrocious and horrible and then okay, kind of all right, and then super bad. You know what I mean? So that it was inescapable. And that was for your benefit. And I know that might sound harsh, but think about it. Would you rather it be mediocre forever or terrible for a short period of time and then you can move on? It's like Spirit wanted you to see how much more resources you have. What's with the rhizome though, with the horizontal thinking? The star, yeah. And the stars are horizontal in the sky, right? They're not, yeah. You have so many possibilities, possible life paths, potentials, things you could do, things you could see, things you could be. Not just this one thing. And Spirit opened a door for you, or is opening a door for you. Some of you might want to do some actual stargazing here. Okay, let's see now what you can manifest with all this energy. 8 of Pentacles. I'm hearing slow and steady. It's like an accumulation. I feel like I gotta go back to the lyrics here. Hold on. And though I said my hands were tied, times have changed and now I'm free for the first time. And I'm seeing, you know, the Rider-Waite where he's using his hands there. It's like at some point you felt like you couldn't move forward or you couldn't work on something or you didn't know how to work on something. There was, how do I say? I know I need to get this done. I know I need to work on this thing, but I just don't know how. I don't know how to do this. I don't know why I can't work on it. And it's like you realize that, realize that one. 4 of Cups. It was just you who was telling yourself that. You do have the skills. You're not going to stand for being stuck or put in a position where you're out of balance. You're going to do the hard work. And that's what I'm seeing here is you're going to defend yourself. You're going to do the hard work. Like, and when I say defend yourself, I mean like your soul's journey and path and purpose. Your life force. Your ability to fly above storms. You are going to defend yourself and do the hard work it takes to get to where you're going. I'm seeing that jetpack again. Learning how to fly above the storm as well. Learning how to be in the energy of temperance when shit hits the fan. Okay, let's see what that unexpected event is. 8 of Wands. Look how beautiful that is. And here comes all those shooting stars. Yeah, this is like, seems like you're trying to bring me down, back down to earth. And it's like, you are coming back down to earth, back down to your 3D material reality. You never really left. But, you know, it's like after you fly above, you are able to land and come back down to earth. But now you're coming back with this star energy, with this beautiful inspiration and I hear something like self-sustainability. Perhaps you have more resources at your disposal or you've spiritually ascended. And when you come back down, it's powerful. It's felt. Let's see what else. Ooh. Yeah, there's that storm again. That emotional storm. Sleepwalker. There's a few things coming in. The first is like you come back down to earth where the storm is happening. Okay, where the emotions are running high. But it doesn't affect you the same. I'm seeing the sleepwalker as like a positive energy here. Yeah, judgment. It's something like you realize that you create your own reality. So you're flying high above something, you've spiritually ascended, you've healed, you've grown, you know so much, you're in a beautiful place of alchemy and temperance, and you come back down here to earth, metaphorically, right? And you see the storm is still existing. It's still there. Okay. But now you know that however you feel is up to you. Nobody has power and control over you except your higher self. And I feel like I'm hearing a pass. It's like Spirit's giving you a pass here to witness something chaotic, but not be affected by it. I don't know what that is exactly, but that's what I'm getting. Sorry if you can hear Pixel scratching at the door. Let's get some charms and then I'll move on to group 3. Well, I'll pause it and feed Pixel. And then I'll move Pixel Monster. And then I'll, that's what I heard. And then I'll move on. Okay, we have J and M, D, W, K, C, F, H, another M. We got 3 M's here. We have a cornucopia, a horse, a fiery happy face, sun, a wine glass here, which to me always represents abundance because it looks like there's grapes in there, a seahorse, a star, a key with owl eyes on it, a bow, and some hearts, and a button. Yeah, you're on some path to illumination and abundance here. I feel like with the button, it's like you realize you can open and close something when you want. Maybe you can open and, for some of you, you're time shifters. I don't know if you're into, you should, yeah, you have Temperance card, which is about alchemy. Maybe you want to look up some stuff about time here and how to alchemize that and work with that in an esoteric sense. Okay, there's something about buttoning up time here. We just had a reading where the seahorse came through, and I feel like here again, we know now, if you watched that last reading with the seahorse, that the seahorse is a predator, meaning it can get what it wants and it can protect itself, and it's stealthy in the way it does it. And we have the sleepwalker here. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, that you could, I'm hearing, infiltrate something if you wanted and somebody wouldn't even see you coming. Oh, okay. That sounds a little shadowy. Interesting. But it's not coming from a bad place. Oh, we got a low battery there. All right. Okay, I feel like Spirit's saying that's it. Wrap it up with the bow. Okay, group 2. I hope this reading helped you. I love you so much. I'm feeding Pixel and then I'm moving to group 3. Hi, group 3. Before we get started, I took a break to feed Pixel, but when I was doing that, I heard Patricia. And I try not to say names too much when they come through because I don't want to isolate other people who are not Patricia or don't resonate with that. But I felt really, really guided to say that name. So I don't know if that means something to you, or maybe you'll meet someone soon named that. Could also be Trish or Trisha. All right, let's get into it here. Let's see what card you chose. Page of Wands, the Moonscaped Messenger. Ooh, this eclipse has a message for you. You're either receiving a message here or you are giving a message, but it's coming from some kind of energy that was previously hidden or not available to you. Let me just pull my spread up. There we are. Smoky quartz too. Just today I was watching something like about animals. I think it was that channel, The Dodo. I think. And there was a video about a bald-headed eagle that had been rescued. And they were explaining that it's the talons of the eagle that you need to be most concerned with. If you can get a handle on the talons and protect yourself from them, then you're pretty much okay. That beak won't hurt you that bad, I guess, compared to the talons is what will really get you. And it's interesting in this picture, I can't see the talons here. So I feel like, well, two things could be happening, and we're going to clarify, but maybe it's different for different people here. But the first thing is there's something that you're not seeing here that you need to be aware of. Something that could potentially hurt you. Now, this is just for some of you. Okay, you need to get a handle on something. You need to be able to see it. It needs to be visible to you before you can feel totally safe in a situation. This chair is making strange noises. Interesting. Perhaps something about wherever you are, you can't see something properly. For some of you, there's too much of a distance here. Okay. And for others of you, it's kind of like the opposite message, which I know can be confusing, but we'll sort through it in a sec. Others of you, it's like there's nothing to fear here. Okay, let's see. Maybe you feel both of those at the same time. It's possible. And that can be a confusing place to be in. Should I be nervous about this or not? Well, let's see. Let's find out about those talons. Let's switch it up a little bit. What's down there? The Fool. Ooh. The Fool at the base where the talons would be. There is new energy here for you, but you're fearing it, or this might be coming up for you. You're going to get a message that there's some new energy in the air. There's some new possibility or situation. There's my dryer giving me confirmation. There's something you can't see here for sure. Some of you are focused on the wrong thing. Okay, let's get into it. At group 3, your energy is a lot different than the previous 2 groups, I have to say. So if this doesn't resonate with you, check out those groups if you feel like it. There's something different here going on. I feel like there's somebody else's energy also involved in this message. Because I'm seeing this handler, like the one who rescued the bald eagle, and the bald eagle as being like these 2 separate energies. So tell me what's in the conscious desire or fear, and what is in the subconscious desire or fear, which is the moon, sun and moon. Yeah, should we start there? No. Okay, let's pull out all the cards. This is what is coming into your awareness. Why is this coming into your awareness? How is Spirit supporting you? And what can you manifest with this energy? And then we'll take some cards for an unexpected event, and I'll get into that after. Okay, let's have a look here. The sun, your conscious desire or fear. Oh, group 1 had that. The doe. And what's the window? Yeah, this is like weird. Did you hear? I said, yeah. So weird. Okay, it didn't feel like my voice there. I feel like that's a message too. Something doesn't feel right. I don't know how to explain this. It's like it could be this, or it couldn't be that, or it could be that, or like I can't see this, but do I need to see that? It's very strange energy. There's a complex here, I want to say, that either you or somebody else has. Your conscious, the sun here, the sun energy, what's being eclipsed is the doe. And this is an energy of freezing up, assessing a situation, making sure something is not a danger here, as I'm feeling it anyways in this card here, in this reading. And that's being eclipsed by the moon energy, which is the window and opportunity, something new to see. Cryptic. This is a cryptic energy. What is the message here? I feel guided to just look up bald eagle and see what comes up. I got my iPad here. Sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Ooh, they got a button for sounds. You can listen to the sounds. Let's hear it. Gonna play it. This is interesting. Didn't I say something already about hearing something? This is Call of a Bald Eagle. I have no idea why I'm being guided to share that with you. Very strange. You're getting a message here. Maybe from a bird. Maybe you're going to hear a bald eagle but not see it. And now you know what it sounds like. Guys, I don't know. This is like you're hearing something. But it's cryptic. 10 of Swords. 2 of Wands. There's a fork in the road coming up for you. Some energy of being frozen is coming to an end here. Why is it, why swords? Why 10 of Swords? Knight of Pentacles. It's been painful being frozen in whatever this is, because it's been so long. And no matter what you or someone else, if there is someone else involved, if there isn't, just take it as you. No matter what you or someone else did or didn't do, it was frozen here. But now it's coming to an end because the eagle has called for a fork in the road, a decision here to be made. And it's like, you are going to have to make this decision to go open this window, to see through the window, to go through the window without knowing what's going to happen. So you're going to be presented with a fork in the road, a decision, a choice of some sort. And there's variables here. And you could perceive them as talons, as something dangerous, or maybe something that you don't have to fear. It's going to be very like there's an energy here. Something's in the works, something's up in the air. Like whenever something, I can't get like a super clear reading on something, I feel like the energy is shifting. Like now. But whatever it is, it's going to create a new energy here. A new beginning for something. Okay. So let's see what is coming into your awareness. 5 of Cups. Why is this coming into your awareness? King of Swords. You're seeing something very clear right now, maybe eagle eye perspective, about some sadness, remorse, regret. I know that the 5 of Cups often gets talked about as like crying over spilled milk. I really don't like that interpretation at all. Because for me, the 3 of Swords, while we all call it heartbreak, we see the sword energy, which is about thinking, communication. It's kind of a mental pain, right? A mental, or the thoughts are piercing the heart. But when we have the Cups in a state of disrepair, it's emotional. It's spilling out your emotions, being sad, really feeling it. And I know that 2 Cups are behind the guy in the Rider-Waite, and he's wearing this like Dark Knight Batman cape, super dramatic. But it really speaks to me of having those 2 Cups behind you, that whatever you loved is behind you. And there's this like veil, the cape, the black cape of like darkness in between you and those 2 Cups. And you're looking at 3 Cups spilled over, which is happiness, celebration, trust, kindred spirits. It's also reconciliation. And it's like in that energy, you feel like that's never going to be possible. So whenever I think about the 5 of Cups, it's like more heart-wrenching to me than the 3 of Swords is. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I feel like it's important for some reason. Now, this 5 of Cups doesn't really depict that, but there is some sadness here that you're becoming aware of at this time. Perhaps this is going to come through in this message that you receive. Whatever it is here, I'm going to try to dig more into this. It's bringing you this sense of validation, I feel. Oh, I'm hearing this. Like I'm hearing this. Okay. And it's like sometimes I get things cognizantly, but I'm actually hearing this. Okay. It's like there's something about hearing something that's very important and keeps coming up. But it's like, are you going to make your decision based on your validation or what you feel inside? So there's something like you're going to feel validated, and that might push you to choose a particular path. Like, yeah. Does this make sense to you? Let's get a little bit further. What's this validation here? What's this maybe you're going to learn about someone else's sadness. Justice, 10 of Cups, and Page of Swords. 3 of Cups. Wow, I was just talking about that, right? Perhaps somebody here wants to bring something to an end that has been painful. They want to reconcile the energies, which doesn't mean coming back together necessarily. It just means clearing the air, okay? And if it's not that, perhaps something that you were really looking forward to that you thought was over and you were really sad about that, you're realizing that there's an opportunity here, or somebody sees the value in something that they didn't see before, and it makes your emotions are getting validated here. In a big, big way. I'm getting this, but at what cost? It might come at a cost Holy schmoly, group 3. I've been saying that a lot lately. I never used to say that. Do you say that? This is... yeah, it's intense. I'm feeling it right in my, like, forehead, crown chakra, forehead area. It's intense. It's like a pressure. Lots of pressure here in this situation. Okay, let's see. How is Spirit supporting you? Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, I have to say it because it's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm adding the ace to the 5, which gives me the 6. It's something here about some issue from the past that you felt frozen in, that was painful. The Spirit is offering you something in relation to that situation. Whatever it is, there's a fine line here that Spirit's talking to you about between, I feel like, feeling emotionally validated in a way that is what? That supports you and makes you feel guided and protected and just gives you that closure and that nice feeling, versus like an egoic validation. Yeah, it's like now that I've been validated, I feel like, I don't know, it's like it can turn into some kind of ego thing. Okay, so group 3, in a very simple situation scenario, some of you are going to receive a message that's going to bring you some clarity that will get you stuck. Interesting. Get you unstuck. But maybe for some of you, it might get you stuck. Depends on how you deal with it and pretends. Or if you pretend. I don't know what's going on here, but it seems very complicated. You're going to be in a position where you can pretend to feel a certain way, or you can be truthful, which you obviously should be. And it's going to matter what you do with that feeling of validation. Are you going to throw something back in someone's face? Are you going to, I'm not saying you are, but there's like multiple things that could happen in this situation. Are you going to play some kind of game? Are you going to run from it? What are you going to do with this energy? Maybe that's what Spirit wants you to think about here. Maybe you've been so concentrated on this event unfolding that you haven't even really thought about what you would actually do if it happened. Yeah. I feel like that's what's going on here. Spirit wants you to think about right now, what would you do if whatever this is was to shift and change and you received some validation, whatever that validation is for you. And I know I'm hearing you, some of you, I don't need validation from anyone. I'm not saying that. Okay. This could not be your message, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be your message. Not every message on YouTube will be yours. And it's not saying that you need the validation. It's just saying you're going to get some. Okay. So wait, let's see what the Page of Pentacles is is what you can manifest with this energy. It's a lesson you're learning here. I'm hearing about humility. Now, this could be a boss even who fired you, calling you back. It could be so many different things, right? But it's like, it's a lesson of humility. That's what's going on. Whoa, what a weird reading. What's with all the hearing? What does group 3 need to listen for? Strength. I feel like Spirit's asking you to act from a place of strength, spiritual strength, but also to recognize the gravity of what is unfolding, and potentially potentially for some of you, the strength it's taking another person to come forward. For some of you, yeah. There's somebody in this situation that has been really mustering up the strength and the courage to send some kind of message. The Lovers and Temperance, wow. It's time here to have a conversation, face to face perhaps, to bring things into balance. Okay. What can collective do if they want to support the manifestation of this message? What can they do if they want to support group 3? I should say group 3. What is group 3? What should they do if they want to support the manifestation of this message? Death. That's not easy. Okay. What else? Can you give me some more here? You know, because a message like this can come through and things happen. Energies change. Things shift. This is just reading the potential of the energy as it stands right now. And I'm hoping, like, because my intention is into the solar eclipse, like for the next few weeks. But things can change, right? And so sometimes when we get a message like this, and say we want it to come through, we could start acting real funny. That just totally, I'm hearing eclipses the message that just, shifts the energy. So that's why I'm asking, what can you do right now to support this actually coming in, so you can get the validation if you want it, if you want this to happen. Okay? And it's showing me death, which is not an easy answer because it essentially means letting go of this message and not holding on to it, which is really what you should do with manifestation, is not hold on so tightly to a message like it's going to happen. I heard it in a reading. It's going to happen. No. That's not what you want to do. So it's a little bit of a catch-22, I guess, getting a tarot reading like this. But Spirit's saying, take it in. Let it resonate through you if you feel it is for you, and then let it go. Don't hold on to it. Don't have any expectations. Continue with whatever it is that you're doing to transform in this situation. That's what Spirit's saying. So why does group 3 need to know then? What's the purpose of group 3 knowing? Emperor and the Star. Wow. Oh. Things are in your favor, okay? The universe is working in your favor, whatever that means to you. You're being given some power and control in this situation, whether that's energetically or actually. You're gaining more self-empowerment. I also feel like Spirit wants you to know that you control your destiny with the actions you take and the actions you don't take, the things you think and the things you don't think. Okay? There's a big lesson here about what are you going to do? Yeah, okay. Guys, it's a little tiring, I have to say. I hope this made sense. I don't even know if this made sense. I'm going to pull out some charms. And then interesting, I heard charged. Okay, I'm going to pull out some charms, and then I'm going to look at the unexpected event. Let's see. We have the letter A, the letter G, We have a sun, but it's flipped over to say made with a smile. We have a coffin. Yeah, it's like an ending, a happy ending, a happy painful ending. Okay. We have the star again, scissors, some dolphins, could also be Pisces, or I guess they're fish, but I said dolphin, so take it either way. Two scissors. Yeah, I feel like this has to be a joint decision on the 5D. Forever. Wow. Another A. A wine glass here. There's a cause for celebration coming up. C. Candy I'm seeing there. Infinity with forever. A heart with a nurse's hat on it. Always, forever. Guys, this feels like some, for some of you, it feels like some kind of twin flame soulmate deal. Whatever this is, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but whatever it is, there's like two people here, two energies cutting this cord that has this cord that ran through a frozen realm. Interesting. Yeah, it's like cutting these, it's cutting these two bars, cutting the bars off the window. Each person has to cut a bar off the window. And I feel like someone comes towards you first, like they cut the first bar, and it's up to you whether you want to cut the second one so that you have enough space to fly through here. Some of you, somebody is coming in to bring closure to a situation. For others of you, this could be a reconciliation. Can we get one more on that? Well, that's okay. We'll take these two. Queen of Wands. Didn't I say that? Knight of Cups. Well, there the two of you are. Yeah, I feel like I called you the Queen of Cups before, or sorry, the Queen of Wands before when I was talking about that water fire. Or was that group 2? I don't know who that was anymore. Interesting. Okay, but I feel like this is you because I said it. Okay, so we got you in the position of power and someone coming towards you. See, they have the first thing to cut it down. What are you gonna do? I feel like reconciliation is on the table if you want it to be. 2 of Pentacles. It's a delicate situation. The Chariot. But whatever happens, it will move both people out of some energy. So let's see what the unexpected event is. The Star. We have the Star 3 times. This is destiny. Oh, and look, I used this little slice of wood here, and I'm seeing that here. Amazing. There's something about the foundation. There's something about the foundation of this, the cosmic guide, the star. This is a guided event here. Pursuit and childhood. This could be someone you've known for a long time, since childhood, or perhaps there was a lot of resonance with your childhoods together. You had some kind of connection there with your inner children. You know what I mean? This is a connection or a situation that is going to heal some childhood wounds that have been frozen and stuck in time here. This is a big moment for whoever this is for. It's not going to be for everyone, okay? It's not, can't be. But it is for a few of you here. It truly is. Let me see. I kind of want to, I know my battery is low, but I kind of want to keep going. Aries, another wine glass, the letter T. Something broken there. I'm hearing unidentified object, a key, Taurus, a free bird, a cat, the moon, I'm hearing someday we'll look at the moon. I don't know. It's like, you know, that idea of two people in different places, both looking at the moon at the same time. NEJ, a couple more, and then we'll close it out. Yin and yang, and it could be an X. Coming into balance with an X doesn't have to be, okay? So you decide. Last messages for group 3, Spirit. Lunar eclipse. Wow. Okay, so this is the solar eclipse. So we are in eclipse season. So perhaps this will culminate. The energies are starting now. It might culminate at the lunar eclipse. Check the dates on that. Spiritual changes, internal evolution, earthing, grounding, centering, and connection. The scavenger, desperation, scarcity, and wanting. I thought there was another one. Interesting. Okay, I feel like this is bringing an end to this energy of scarcity here and recentering you, grounding you. Okay, couple last cards. Sacred space. I feel like this is first happening on the 5D. This is that validation, emotional release, the lesson, teaching. Okay, one more, and then we'll end it. One more for group 3, Spirit. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. All right, I feel like in this sacred space that you have with yourself, with your soul, either in the 3D or in the 5D, you've been doing a lot of work on yourself here. You have been learning the lessons, and you are coming to your personal truth here. I said that for group 1. You might want to watch group 1 if you feel guided. And now I feel like there is an expression of some kind of love on some level, even if it's about work, you know. Love is a frequency, it's an energy. There is some openness, some expression here of gratitude, of realization, of healing that's coming in. And it's going to be up to you what you want to do. And so now's the time to think about that. What are you going to do when this happens? All right, group 3, I love you so much. I'll see you next time.